today on EA Sports.
Here's the rookie from Arkansas, Cam Little, ready to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry here for Kenneth Walker, the third. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now Geno. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle, here's Walker. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. And Walker once more. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time and another 1st down. From the red zone now, Smith. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Ernest Jones there for the tackle. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And this one too low.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys in the on-deck circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Down the right sideline. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Back deep is Jalen Darden. Taken from just outside the 30. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Now Smith escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Lawrence. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. It's a throw again is Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A short throw there to Strange. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end, Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Washington. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Touchdown! Evan Ingram from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker in the Seattle offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Throwing is Smith. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Gino on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Off of play action, here's Smith, rolling to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Smith. Flushed out right. Open man, there's Bobo. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Again, Smith. Flush to his right. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Lawrence. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we now go, and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence changing the play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Lawrence will throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
A short throw to Ingram. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Now they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Geno out to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the 1st. Throwing now is Geno. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the 1st time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Smith with a throw caught by Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Smith on first down, escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 30 yards. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here in this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 74 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now it's Smith. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th. Smith flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's Walker, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down by 2 touchdowns, just under 2 minutes to go. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Now Lawrence. Oh, wide open, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Straight ahead, Etienne knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On third down, Lawrence. And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Smith going to throw it. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
A short throw to Ingram, and he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Again, it's Lawrence. Now he's forced out right, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So the victory here for Seattle, and really it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win, and here's the best part for them.